Hi. I'm trying to see the quality of the video. It's a really nice day out here. It's like gorgeous out. It's really nice out. Hi, Bethany. I'm just waking up. It's gorgeous out here today. You know, it rains a lot here and can be overcast in England. So it's really nice weather here. I'm very excited about it because, you know, it's been fall here a minute already. So it's really, really nice out. Perfect. It's Friday. It's my weekend. I didn't even know what day today was, of course, like usual. I look at the calendar. It's Friday. I was like, perfect, because I'm feeling like I need a break anyway. Real excited about today. It's going to be a really high frequency day. Like, I want to talk about this storm. I got a nice storm hit list for the top 4 signs that are going to be affected. I am doing genetic research in our groups about blood types, in case you guys didn't see my over-the-top alien blood posts boosted everywhere. I was like, yeah, highly controversial, I know. So I think I might do a little bit of that on feed. I don't want to like sound repetitive because I feel like I've done this a lot. But I'm real into blood types because it can give you information. I'm into lots of ways to gather information, astrology, numerology, right? Blood types, just things that can give you information about yourself and what you're kind of doing here. So we can talk blood types, we can talk astrology about this storm. I'm excited. I just put the storm hit list in the Reiki group, but we're making a nice meme. We're getting a meme of it fast, and Taurus is clearly going to be most affected by this energy on every level, but in a good way. I wasn't feeling the Libra energy last time, which is crazy because most of my chart and my boyfriend's is Libra, but I wasn't feeling it. And I sat that storm out, so I have a lot of work to do with this storm, and I'm real excited about it and feeling amazing. Let's talk about what this energy is good with. It's going to bring about relationship shifts. If you are already like in a state of bliss and real happy with your life, you're going to be feeling amazing, like 50 times the bliss. If you're depressed, you'll probably be feeling more depressed because this is a sign that is all about the senses. So you guys are going to be feeling things more deeply, but like probably in a good way, hopefully. Like you guys should be feeling extra amazing. You could tell the energy just started to hit the planet like, you know, a day or 2 ago because we're having major earthquakes. I told my boyfriend that I predict at least 15 earthquakes over 5.0 from like when this storm started, like a day ago until Thursday, and he didn't believe me, but we're already 5 in. We're already 5 earthquakes in like 24 hours. So I can only describe it like the earth getting shaken, like the natives would talk about a time when the planet got shaken before a new world or whatever. But that's a good thing because the earth is kind of getting rid of these lower frequencies just like we are. Hi Diane. Hi Jamie. So Taurus is going to be really affected. I put a thing up. I said, it's your time to shine if you're a Taurus. If you are an Aquarius, you're on the hit list. You should rest. You should recharge. You really should. Just like in every way if you're Aquarius. If you're a Leo, you're on the hit list. Expect shifts in your work life. Job-related shifts, what you're doing for work. You could have drama in the workplace. Scorpio, last sign. Scorpio should expect relationship shifts. You guys know that these, when we say relationships, they don't have to be necessarily your loved ones. And that this is a time where relationships are shifting around us and there's going to be changes in your love and relationships. It doesn't mean just your love life. It could mean with your friends, your family, the people around you. We're trying to make these huge shifts. You might just shift your way into a new reality or a new life completely. Goals, right? So those are the top 4 signs that will be feeling this energy the craziest. You're not on the hit list. If I didn't say your sign, there's usually 4 signs I give out that will be most affected by the energies. Yeah, you're going to feel them. Everyone should on some level, but probably not to the same degree. If you're on that list, expect harder upgrades. So while everyone is getting upgraded, some astrology signs might be more affected by certain energies. Good morning. I'm going to talk blood types on my real feed. I'm just kind of getting it together. I had to get organized when I wake up and smoke and chill for a second. Get organized with everything. So I'm getting organized. Be glad if you're not on the hit list. People are getting scared, so I'm trying to, spin it a little more positive, because people freak out, oh my God, I'm on the list, I'm gonna die, real over dramatic. So don't take these things as a bad thing at all. We're here for change. Change can be rough. So everyone is doing amazing. I've been kind of trying to put out a lot of information lately about the 144,000, grid work, the consciousness grade, more stuff on those topics pertaining to us, because it really is everything we're doing here. Let's see. Make sure that you guys are not giving those detox vitamins to anyone pregnant. I'm just going to say it out here. I'm going to start to put it everywhere, right? While the chlorella, apple cider vinegar, and maca are really good if you're pregnant. Be careful you guys aren't giving or recommending turmeric to pregnant people, or the ashwagandha or the reishi mushrooms. I'm just going to put that out there. I'm going to go put it on the detox post too. You guys already know that though, that clearly there's different kind of detox protocols if you're pregnant, or maybe if you just had a baby and you're breastfeeding. Perfect. O negative. I want to talk blood types. I'm trying to save it for the next feed, but I'm just going to put it out there and try to get organized with it now. I did a survey in the detox group a couple of years ago. I did a blood type poll. I was very into blood types then, especially since the doctors in America won't tell you your blood type. I had 7 blood transfusions in one shot when I had a car accident. They clearly had my blood type on file, and I couldn't remember what it was. And I was trying to ask them and get it from them, and they were so sketchy about it. They were like, why do you want it? And I'm like, just in case of an emergency, my medical records, right? And they were like, they would not give it to me. I had to go find it out another way from my family. And so having gone through that experience, and then having been around other people that were asking for their blood types, and they're supposed to just give it to you. They take a lot of blood around here in this matrix. And it's just the way they are so weird about it, right? There's a lot of groups on Facebook where you're not allowed to mention blood types. Why? Why, right? So I did this, I did a survey in the detox group, and I found, because, we have the light workers all around us, that a lot of these people were certain blood types, that a lot of the light workers were type negative, RH, or other kind of variations of it. If you're O positive, you come from a negative bloodline as well, to have ended up with that. So there's different variations of it. I'm very into genetics, so I put up this post, and I just did my original post and replaced, the term gods with aliens, right? And I put it up this morning, and then I had people like, I'm the regular human, but I'm a light worker. What the fuck? Let's talk DNA then. We have the capability to reprogram and recode our DNA. It's like software. It's the blueprint of who you are. But we can reprogram it. So this is just your human genetic line that you came and incarnated into. It's not a big deal, right? Since we're reprogramming, reactivating, and recoding our DNA, and everyone else is around here, don't get hung up on it. I didn't really like my family anyway, or their genetics, right? I prefer to be around the common human types better anyway. Personally. That's just me, though. So, my boyfriend's common human, right? That's I like it. I think it's adorable. I'm down with it. So people are like, oh my god, but I'm a light worker. Yes, I think that they only sent light workers to this planet after a certain time period, at least from the 70s on, everyone's light workers. So they started to send just light workers here. Yes, you're a healer, you're a light worker. Compassion is not found in your blood type, right? Compassion is not a blood type. How about all people? The thing that got us on the blood type topic is someone asked a question in an empath group, right? They wanted to know if the reason why they can't talk about blood types in that group is because the empaths are RH negative. And I thought that was a real good question. Clearly they weren't getting the answer. I don't know the answer. I would be open and loving to hear the answer, right? And so, you know, all people are meant to be empathic and psychic, though. It's not supposed to be something found with just certain bloodlines and things like that. But my understanding is that if you came here with a more advanced soul level, then you probably would have more empathy and compassion, depending on where you have evolved to. So people are at different degrees of empathy around here. I do know for a fact, this is another thing I had to clear up, that the negative and positive sign has a lot to do with your karmic imprints that you took on. That if you have a RH positive, rhesus positive sign, then you took on karmic imprints. So it really tells you a lot. And then people are like, well, what the fuck? Well, I have a negative. I probably didn't take on any, but I still came here, incarnated into this place, and took on my family's karmic imprints. And then I created karma because I had to learn how the universe worked, right? So then I just made some karma and then kind of progressed past it. So everyone's at different places with it, but that really does tell you a lot. They do definitely say that the negative RH people are clear volunteers that we had, that group had leveled up out of this place to come back into it. Just things that can tell you a little bit about your family and your bloodline and things like that. I would love to do research on the blood types, the RH negative blood types, and see what their parents' blood types were too, because I bet that it's impossible for your parents to have even made that concoction with you. More proof of extraterrestrial interference, right? So a lot of the times it would have been impossible if you are a RH negative sign and you look at your parents' blood type, because there's certain, you know, combinations certain people will make children-wise. Like, you can really predict it easily with science and things like that. So I bet, I just have a hunch that it will be impossible for a lot of those parents to have even made a child with that blood type in a lot of these cases. Type O. If either of your parents even had type O, then you have the negative rhesus in your blood. You could be a positive though, right? But it would still be in your blood. So you could still be a positive rhesus and have negative rhesus running through your blood. That's the thing, right? You could have ended up with a positive blood type, but it could be in your bloodline. So if any of your parents were ever O, then yes, you have that in your bloodline to have gotten that. They could be positive O's. It's okay. Same genetics. So you can just tell a lot. And then, yeah, I have a more interesting point. So Nicole is one of the ones complaining because she has the positive rhesus. Guess what? She's from another country, though. I'm thinking about it later, right? I'm just keep downloading on it. So I have found that in this side of the world, Europe, and these, I guess you would say, European kind of countries, you know, this continent, that there's a lot more positive rhesus over here. And more negative rhesus in the U.S., I would say. Different genetics. I guess, I mean, Mike says it like we're living in the middle of a genetic experiment, basically. That's why a lot of our relationships get targeted and manipulated here, allegedly. But yeah, I put a little survey up in the galactic group so everyone can look at what people are putting down, right? We can figure it out. Those are all light workers, healers, perfect. So we have the perfect, you know, medium group to pull or whatever scientifically. I'll be letting you guys know what kind of answers they get. I did see that there was only like 7 people that had checked it off, and they were all the rhesus negative kind of factors, even though some of them were the plus signs, they had it in them. It doesn't matter. We're reprogramming. People are like, they want to know how many strands of DNA we have. I just think we have infinite capability. You can look at it like a computer program and software, and you can rewrite the programming. Like, right? So I wouldn't get hung up on your family genetics, because I've been repairing and activating my DNA for a few years now, and I'm probably unrecognizable if you took my DNA now to my DNA a few years ago. We're evolving. Our DNA is. So that's why I don't give blood. Someone asked what my thoughts were on giving blood. I said they could take it out of my dead arm, and I mean it. Like, I really mean it. I was like, you know, if I had a real bad emergency, if I was dying, I would probably go seek medical care. But if I was really dying, you know, I would just go to the Reiki wall first. Like, honestly, let's get real, right? So I noticed that there's a lot of unnecessary medical stuff going on here to gain access to people's genetics and blood and things like that. They actually have very advanced capabilities in terms of DNA, you know that, but what they teach is not advanced. Like if you go to the average medical school or college program, even like the real good ones, they really don't teach like much understanding in DNA. They told me in college that here's your 2 strands that make your eye color, and we did lots of stuff with genetic kind of stuff in terms of what you look like, and they're like, this is garbage, because they don't know what it does. So I think they know damn well what it does, and you can see that with what they're doing with our food. Hi Tanya, we're talking blood, DNA, spiritual stuff, anything you want to talk about, drop a question. Drop a question. I have time to kill before my video. I'm hanging out. So, don't get hung up on your genetics. I wasn't real impressed with my living accommodations when I first set foot on this planet. I'll just say that. I didn't have the best living accommodations, right? I don't think any of us did. The planet was at real low frequencies and real dense at that point. So, I mean, I look at a lot of the DNA I got from my family as junk. Junk I need to reprogram, right? Garbage DNA that I need to reprogram. So we're already activating ourselves. If you have awakened, then you have been activated, and you are here to fulfill this calling of service, and it's your DNA is being upgraded from that point on. The second that you awaken, you're getting activated and upgraded as fast as your body can handle it on every level. You notice that all the ascension symptoms are really DNA activation symptoms too. The flu-like symptoms, right? Everything. What's happening is these storms are coming through pretty regularly, right? And we're having this storm now. It's pulling any garbage out on a soul level. Everyone thinks it's happening on a physical level. It's more like all the garbage that you're holding on to on a soul level is filtering out, and it's coming out through our bodies as purge ascension type symptoms. So this energy is like purifying humanity on a soul level. Someone said they felt like they were in a washing machine again. And like that's what the universe showed me, right? A washing machine symbolism. We're in a washing machine. Humanity is getting cleansed, purified, detoxed, however you want to look at it. Hey Brianni. Hi Catherine. Fucking off before work. Oh, DNA memory. Well, your DNA is like a flash drive. It contains not only your cellular memory, but the cellular memory of every ancestor you've ever had. It's like real vast, too. It's crazy. We're changing our cellular memory. We're changing on a cellular level from the inside out. Everything about our bodies, our programming, our DNA, our brain structure is really changing right now on every level. There's a lot of heart chakra, throat chakra upgrades going on with this crown. You guys, with this storm, you guys might feel it in your crown or third eye too. So this energy is doing a sweep of the upper chakras in over the top kind of way. So it's giving us better access to the higher dimensions too. You guys later higher vibe a lot of the time when you're not feeling ascension flu, right? You guys should be feeling a really high vibe and feeling like you're going way up in frequency. Yeah, everything's about to get amplified with this storm. It's an intense energy, but I said you guys might not even feel it. Like when I'm doing my work around here, you guys probably don't even notice me or see me. I'm like invisible half the time, right? But I tend to have powerful effects with what I'm doing. That's how this storm will be. That it's going to be a better feeling energy, but it's going to be very powerful in what it's doing. I keep saying it's like the second most powerful storm of the year. I knew my camera would suck here. So, it's like probably going to be a really up there, top second, 3 powerful storm of the year. I was feeling it in my ears. I had a kind of like Ascension cold, right? Ascension cold my boyfriend gave me. This is a good time to unplug and enjoy the beauty around you. Like Taurus is about anything creative and beautiful, pretty much. like unplug, go see the beauty. Like I was feeling like it was such a beautiful day today. Like I'm always like that, but it was like amplified, right? Like what a lovely day outside, and I'm grateful as fuck for any sun in the UK, right? So be in gratitude more, enjoy like the beauty around you, and just what's going on with your life more. See the divinity in everyone. See everyone as more divine too with this energy. We tend to view people from our perceptions. Tend to see the divinity in everyone and the oneness. Yeah, the planet's getting shaken. You can see by the earthquakes. I sound over the top. My boyfriend didn't believe my 15 over 5.0 earthquake prediction, but we're 5 in. We only have 10 more to go. We might hit 20. So you can just see it like the earth's getting shaken, but in a good way. The earth's shaking off any lower frequencies. Yeah, those earthquakes are big. They fuck those areas up, like 5.0 and up. Those are pretty big earthquakes too that we're getting. So things are shifting, things are changing. That's a good sign. So you guys are going to feel the energy more. You guys should be having more crazy dreams. Telepathic communication. Your psychic power should be just on point, like amplified a million. Like any of your intuition, sense of knowing, tuning into the unseen. We also have Halloween next week or something, pretty much like a little over a week. So the veil is really thin right now. It's most thin that time of year. So it's actually like probably at its thinnest. And this storm is really going to take us into interdimensional access on all new levels. You're going to find it in the senses. A lot of people are trying to do this with logic. And I always say that my journey doesn't make any logical sense ever, right? My friend's like, oh no, you can make logic of that, but like you can't, like seriously. So this is about intuition, knowing that soul compass within you, and you should be feeling more connected to yourself with this energy. So it's going to amplify everything going on with you, with the unseen, the senses, things around you, spirits, right? Things like that. More spirits around us. Crazy weather. Hi, Nicola. I'm hanging out, wasting time. My boyfriend's distilling water, I see. He said he wants to put strawberry in it. I was telling him I used to really like a lot of fruit water. Like I was always putting fruit water recipes on Facebook. More water, more tea. Do a nice water detox if you're having ascension symptoms. More water. Good morning, Angel. I'm going to wrap this feed up after I'm done with this and do a real feed and talk more in depth on blood types. I don't want to do it on this feed because then I'll be bored recapping it, so I'm just kind of fucking off. This is a good energy for manifesting, though. I think that the next step to taking our manifesting up a level will be that people have too much doubt, me included, and that they're going to get what they're trying to manifest. Too much doubt that it might not happen, right? That they're not going to get it, it's not going to work. That we need to remove that doubt and know that it's anything that we want here to take our manifesting up a level. And I think that will help us manifest a lot easier. We're not worried about what we're trying to manifest too, that it might not happen or whatever. More assurance in what you're trying to create here. We got sent here to create stuff. As long as we're not destroying shit like the elite and we're just creating anything in our lives, it's helping humanity. Yeah, no, fucking off, expert level, right? It's nice out. I'm getting some sun on my third eye. The sun will heal you. That's why the elite like to spray it out and keep us in the dark, right? Good morning, Angel. Hi, April. We're talking holistic health, blood types. There is a lot of evidence that you might need different foods if you're a certain blood type. I know we look like we have the same body, but I'm always real interested in it because I see a lot of illnesses run with certain blood types. Like you'll probably like different foods if you're a certain blood type, and we all have real different genetics. Don't worry, we all have extraterrestrial genetics. We all do, but you know, like you can really use that chart to tell more about your blood. Negative that you might have. Much hardcore reprogrammers need it, right? For the RE trolls. They send hardcore reprogrammers to take all those bloodlines seriously. I'm reading the comments. Well, go check out the survey in the Galactic Empath group for your blood type. We're doing research. I'm doing scientific research. What I like to do around here. Good morning, Jamie. I'm just reading these. Oh, we've been in the storm like 8 hours. So we're still in a rest period for the whole weekend. So you guys should probably rest up for the weekend because then it'll be most intense, Monday through Thursday morning, you know what I mean? Like early Thursday morning. So you probably want to rest up more self-care.